A'udzubillahiminasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Kurikulum development class. Today we'll discuss about principle in designing language curriculum, and we'll talk about the principle of content and sequencing. The first step of curriculum design principle focus on the content and sequencing, stressing the significance of what is intended in a language course and the sequence of topic. The objective is to guarantee that students gain real advantage from this course. The first principle is frequency. Language curriculum should emphasize on high frequency language item to maximize coverage and learning efficiency. For example, in a beginner English course, the focus is on teaching the 1,000 most common English words. First, to ensure learner can understand 70% of typical text. The second principle is strategies and autonomy. Language course should equip students with the necessary skill to study a language independently. Let you give an example. For example, the curriculum includes self-directed learning tasks, such as maintaining personal vocabulary journal. In this journal, students can independently track their progress, note down new words they encounter in daily life, and apply the strategies they've learned. The teacher does not regularly check the journal, reinforcing the idea that students are responsible for their learning journey. The next one is about the space retrieval. Space retrieval refers to the learners that should have several opportunities to obtain and focus on what they want to learn in different contexts or situations. For example, introducing a vocabulary word in week 1 and then reviewing in a brief in week 2, and then including it in a reading exercise in week 4. This is a retrieval, so not just one, in several times in different contexts and situations. The next principle is language system. A course should focus on generalizable language element. For example, when assessing comprehension of a reading material, questions should focus on linguistic aspects such as coherent devices, prediction strategies, rather than on the topic itself. This technique assists students in developing ability that will help the student to grasp future book regardless of the topic or the theme covered. Then the next one is about the keep moving from principle. Language course should provide clear and defined language learning objective. This goal direct the educational process that helps students understand what they are expected to accomplish. For example, such as Cambridge English course illustrate this principle by offering comprehensive table of content that outline the specific term to be covered in each lesson. This organized method enables teachers and learners to monitor the progress and grasp the overall learning trajectories. So in progress, keep moving forward. The next principle is teachability. Teachability sequence item according to the learner ready. The sequence item according when learner are ready to learn. So when the learner are ready to learn, then the sequence the item to the readiness of the learner to learn. Teaching simple sentence structure like subject verb object before complex structure like relative clause, aligning learner's cognitive readiness. So the simple, I think it's in line with the cognitive readiness of the student. Okay, the next principle is learning burden. Language course should leverage student prior knowledge, especially from their first language, to facilitate the second language acquisition, recognizing the unique experiences and knowledge to enhance the learning process. For example, the teacher introduced English vocabulary borrow before they introduced the lend. So borrow and lend is the example is that in Indonesian there are so many borrowed words. Like for instance, television. Television is from televisi. Television, internet, knowledge, computer. It is the borrowed word. So when we introduce this one, the student will be able to understand it better. Better for to relate to the. So this is reducing the burden of the learner by providing prior knowledge. The next one is interference. Sequence item according to avoid negative interference between similar items. For instance, avoiding teaching borrow and lend together to prevent confusion. Instead of teaching borrow first and then lend after a gap of self-relation. So this is the principle of content and sequencing. And this one is taken from these books. Thanks also for today. Thank you very much for your attention, and we can apply this principle, content and sequencing, when you like to design language curriculum. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.